Hello, I'm Reverend Walker. Jesus says, "Happy are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they will be satisfied." When you hunger and thirst for righteousness, you will be satisfied by Jesus Christ. And that righteousness or holiness shines out of you into others. And so look back with me when the crowds found the holiness of Jesus and they go to him and their sins are washed away. They're changed from cynical and sour people into holy people. Little children ran to Jesus because he loved them, and that love gave their lives momentum, and they were satisfied within the holiness and love of Jesus. Jesus has the keys to real living. He's no killjoy. He is reverently radiant with inner joy and love. And this has been so attractive to people that they flock to him. He's merciful and gracious, our Heavenly Father's link, and he's filled with the mission to bring unto himself all the world, every person in the world, into partnership with the Heavenly Father. We look back and we can see it in the Apostle Paul, who was in prison and in poor health. And from that desk of a cold, damp stone, he writes, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again I say, rejoice." Holiness in Jesus gives us satisfaction, and then we rejoice. St. Francis, whose holiness and compassion was contagious, found that even the animals were attracted to him. The great New England preacher, Phillips Brooks, had a newspaper editorial written about him that said the day was gloomy and dark, and yet Phillips Brooks walked down Newspaper Row and the day turned bright and sunny. Haydn was asked why his music was so full of cheerfulness, and he said, "I cannot make it otherwise. It's the notes that dance and leap from my pen, and since Christ has given me a happy heart, I can do no other but serve him with a cheerful spirit." Happy are those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they will be satisfied. And in that satisfaction, you'll be given deep satisfaction that enables you to rejoice always in any circumstance. This happiness isn't shallow and bubbly. It's deep-rooted inner serenity. It's inner stability. It's the peace of God. It's inner holiness from Christ's holiness himself. And that holiness is Jesus, who loves you. God bless you, my friend.